Hey YouTube, and I'm back with a little bit of a different video. I've been going through my collection and I came across a bunch of small little books. Various kind of guidebooks and tips books. Some come out magazines, some, just purchase separate things. And I thought it might be nice to just show a few of these off because they're the kind of odd curios in a collection that kind of don't perhaps get the attention they deserve. And first up, given that it's Sega Saturday, I figured why not show something from Sega. This one here is an interesting piece because it's an official Sega guide by Ian Livingstone. There he is at the back. It was $2.99. I don't know, some funny thing. I think I got this like for a euro or something back in the day, because this is actually I did own it back in the day, and I picked it up even though at the time I'm not sure I owned any of these games. I might have had Shinobi at the time. I'm not 100% sure, but it was purely this was a video game book. It was Sega related, and I was interested. So they kind of show Shinobi, arcade looking kind of version there, Monaco GPII and Quacksot. But believe it or not, they cover them for multiple formats. So we'll kind of just have a flick through. It starts off with like a beginner's guide, and this is like how to turn on the TV. Plug the long wire on the TV lead into the socket on the back marked RF. So, this kind of dates it. Does it actually have a date on it? It must be somewhere. I know, in fact, there was a full series of 4 books. So you had Super Kickoff, you can see the Master System logo there. Prince of Persia, Volume 3 had Golden Axe, Desert Strike, Castle of Illusion. Volume 4 had Streets of Rage, Kid Chameleon, and EA Hockey. So good books. I hope you enjoy. But Mr. Livingstone, where is the date? There must be one somewhere. 1992. So there we go. I probably got it in, and you see here, Shinobi Sega Master System, Super Monaco GP Master System game. So it's actually a multi-format book, and it's really strange because even though it doesn't refer to them as the Lucky Dime Caper and Quackshot, initially it just calls it Donald Duck, and it makes it more generic. So anyway, flicking through, and please feel free to kind of pause the video and see the shots. So there we go. You have like the Donald Duck section has Quackshot and the Lucky Dime Caper, and they have pictures of the characters, which I thought was a nice touch. And they have the game history for each version. The Lucky Dime Caper on the Master System and Game Gear starts with the birthday disc, and then you have the Mega Drive on the right hand side. So it leans a little bit more towards the Mega Drive at times, but then there's plenty of these are Master System shots, and they talk about the various objectives. I'm pretty sure then they go into maps. So here we go. Here's some Lucky Dime Caper maps. Now, if I'd known about this, I should have pulled it out during the Master System Challenge. That would have been handy. And so it keeps going on. Very, very useful. That's the thing. Like, there's 1992. There was no internet back in the day for these type of things. So you got all your stuff from magazines. Just trying to flick on to the next. Where is Monaco GP? Here we go. We're into Monaco GP2, and it has the box art for the Master System version, and it has the track layouts. Here we go. Actually, they're this way. So it's handy to have. And now you can see the Mega Drive version. Obviously, much better scrolling there. What I found really interesting looking at this was when I get to the Shinobi section, it actually only does Game Gear and Master System. It does not do Revenge of Shinobi or anything like that, which I thought it might have done because they would have been out at the time. So it goes into the story on the Master System version, blah, blah, blah. There is some interesting information regarding Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, which I'm looking for. So it talks about objectives, how to beat the levels, game layouts, and so on. There we go. More layouts, and again, would have been useful for the Master System Challenge. So scrolling a moment. Where is it? Where is it? They do have a section on bosses. Yes, facts and feats. They have these throughout the book as well. When Shinobi first appeared in the Master System, it was so popular that it was decided to make an easier version of the game so that younger game players could enjoy the experience. For the special game for younger players, Sega decided to use one of the Master System's most popular characters, Alex Kidd, and set one of his adventures in the world of Shinobi, where he'd have to take on enemies from the original games. The mix worked, and Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is one of the most popular titles to have appeared in the system. I was like, is that true? Is that quite how it worked out? I mean, maybe it is. And then they have kind of similar thing. Shinobi 2 is due to appear in the Mega Drive in 1992. I think they're actually talking about Shinobi 3 at that point. They also have like secrets and tips for the bosses. And I'm like, yes, you're going to tell me how to beat Mandara. Because I think I did use this eventually. In fact, maybe I bought this because I did have Shinobi. Mandara, how do you beat him? Stand next to the statues and keep firing. Kill him by shooting at the crystal in his forehead. Yeah, I did that. That didn't work. And basically it's keep firing. That's, yeah. So honestly, there's not much more to it than that, but it is. I obviously didn't have any of my own notes to write, but it's a fun little book to look through. And there are like, a whole series of these to pick up. And definitely, if I was kind of like, if I seen them in the wild or anything like that, I would. So that's just a quick look through the Sega Master System official guide, Volume 2 with Quacksot, Super Monaco GP, and Ayrton Senna. Oh, sorry, and Shinobi. So, hope you enjoyed that little picture. I might do more of these with other little things in the future. Anyway, bye for now.